We're live. One second. There we go.
We're keeping it real today.
All right, guys. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. There we go. All right. You guys hear me okay? Everything's good? Alrighty. It's about getting dark out here right now. You like the shirt? My vegan zombie shirt? Thank you. I like it too. It took me a minute to get this all set up again because I took my setup down. I went to pretty much the middle of nowhere last night around midnight with Noah Craig. We did some astrophotography. So I changed all the settings in my camera and brought out the tripod, and we went pretty much, yeah, to the middle of nowhere on this really dark old country road. The sky is just, you know, when you're that far away from like any city lights or anything, it's just, you can see so many stars in the sky, and there wasn't any clouds. It was perfect. The moon wasn't up yet, so it was like literally, it was like pitch black. So we're like sitting on this road, this old country road, and no cars went by the entire time we were there, and we had all the lights off. So I took some astrophotography pictures, which I'll show you guys in a little while if you guys want to see what I came up with. I edited a few of them and posted them on my Facebook and Instagram accounts. If you guys saw those, you could see the Milky Way. It was pretty cool. We heard some coyotes and spooky stuff. Actually, that's where I was when I took the very first vegan zombie picture I ever took back in 2009. When I say first vegan zombie picture, I mean the first one I posted ever. It was beautiful AF. Yeah, it's amazing what the camera can. So it looks light. The picture, it looks very well lit, but that was like, for me, that was like a 14-second exposure of all the light coming into the camera. So it looks really well lit, but in actuality, it was like pitch black where we were. Couldn't see anything except for the cameras, the light of the screen of my camera. So always fun to do that. And anytime like a plane or satellite goes by, it just like there's just a line through the picture, and it's like, oh, I gotta do a new one. Kind of looks, some of them kind of look cool because it kind of looks like a shooting star or something, but yeah. It was a little bit chilly out, and we had no gas, so Craig had to like coast most of the way back to get gas because he took us out to the middle of nowhere with no gas. So it was fun. My face seems, my face scares you. You don't know why? I don't know. Maybe it's that, you know, the vampire charm, you know, scaring you away. Probably because I don't know. What's up, Jennifer? Welcome to the live stream. So, we might have a special guest on next week. We'll have to find out. And I still have to play Richard, Vegan Gains, at chess. So we'll have to set that up too. I normally play chess over on my Twitch stream, but Maybe for that we'll do it here on YouTube. Maybe we'll do it on the main channel. Yeah, I had to mess with the settings here. That's always the worst. You know, you have your camera just right. It's always sitting there. And then you take it and you change the settings. And you're like, oh, man. In a Ted Bundy kind of way. Wow, that's kind of an insult there. Ted Bundy? He's a bad dude. He did some bad things. Good old Ted Bundy. I remember hearing that he was executed. I was in the car with my mom. We were driving. I remember exactly where we were, and I heard it on the radio. I think it was like 1981, around there. Hey everyone. I see all the Yeah, I heard Dexter's coming back. I'm excited. Dexter is one of those shows where I've seen every single episode. So, a lot of people didn't like the end. I actually liked the end. I thought it was pretty good. They had a whole feel to that last episode. The storm was coming, and Dexter's a good show. What other shows did I watch every episode of? I watched every episode of Lost. X-Files is my all-time favorite show, but I kind of stopped watching it once they got new characters. Once Mulder and Scully left, they kind of made the show. I watched a few seasons with, what's his name? Terminator. What's his name? Patrick? The Office. I've seen every episode of The Office. What's up, Heavy Metal Vegan? How's it going? Arrested Development. That was a funny one. Ozark. Robert Patrick. That's it. Why can't Robert Patrick? I mean, it was good. He's a good actor for, he played a good part in the X-Files, but it just lost its appeal when Mulder and Scully left. I've been working on my the last LA video that I had. Basically, what I did was, I posted the first couple restaurant reviews that I did back in June, and then the rest of it is just going to be like vlog style, because I'm just taking all the pieces together and just putting that together. I thought that would be fun, so I'm in the midst of editing that, and nothing really else too exciting, really. With Lisa, yes, we go to Universal. So I'm just gonna, instead of making a full video on that, I'm just gonna put it all together in one big vlog, or one small vlog. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Probably do some voiceovers and stuff like that. And then I got some other things to post. But editing videos takes time, so. Have I been watching the Olympic skateboarders? I haven't been watching any Olympics. I go back and I catch some of the the clips of some of the Olympic skaters. So I've seen some of them. I follow a few different pages on my Instagram, so I'm always seeing, you know, skate clips and stuff like that. What is stuff like that anyway? Let's define stuff like that. More skate clips. I don't even know where to watch the Olympics. I don't have TV or anything, so I don't have any kind of cable channels or. In fact, I never turn my television on unless I'm going to watch Netflix movie, some kind of movie. But I think that's how a lot of people are these days now. Back when I was little, it was like turn in the channel, then it was like controller, and now we're in the age of nobody's watching cable TV anymore. It's all you know, just either download something or stream it. It's feeling a lot like fall. I mean, today was kind of warm, but at night it's getting kind of chilly out, and it's reminding me of fall, which is my favorite time. Even though we still have another month, over a month and a half of summer. So, I don't know. I hung out with my buddy the other day who used to do all the makeup and prosthetics for the zombies. And he works at a haunted house, you know, a haunted attraction, and he's invited me to go back up there and do another video up there, which always interests me. I don't know about how many of my followers like to watch those videos. It didn't really do too well as far as views go, but I like making them. It's interesting, so stuff that intrigues me. So I'm gonna do it anyway. Are me and Craig gonna do? No, we're not gonna do more astrophotography tonight. We did it last night. I don't even know if it looks pretty cloudy out there to me right now. Anyway, so you have to have the perfect conditions, you know. If we went up there a little, so the stars move across the sky. I mean, technically they're not moving, we're moving, but they kind of move across the sky from what is it, south to southeast or something, southwest, and where we were at the time that we got there, the Milky Way was in a pretty cool position coming up over the trees, and then if we got there a little bit earlier, it would have looked like it was coming right above the road. Which you get a little bit of illumination with the road and the way you do it when you have like so what I was doing for some of the pictures. Actually, I'll just share some of the pictures right now. Let's show you what I got. Okay, let's put this over here. And then I gotta put my screen over here. Okay, here we go. So I was sitting in the middle of the road right here, and as you can see, this right here was like a plane. But you can see the Milky Way right up here. And look at how many stars in the sky. Usually if you're living in a city or something, you barely see any stars or planets. You can see the moon and maybe like Venus or Jupiter. But you can't really see all this stuff unless there's no... I mean, just think about this. Like back hundreds of years ago, before we had electricity and stuff, this is how it looked at nighttime all over the place. It even looked you could probably see more stars. But anyway, it was pitch black here, but this was... a 14-second exposure. And the way that I got the grass down here, I got to show you. The way that I got that grass illuminated was I had a little flashlight with me. And so the camera's shutters open for 14 seconds. And then I took my flashlight and I really, really, really quickly went like that over the grass. So Craig was calling it like painting the grass with light. So I painted it real quick and then turned it off. And that was enough to get the color of the grass right here. So you can see that in the bottom right corner. You can see the grass for this picture. We saw a bunch of shooting stars too. Although that's not one right there. It looks like one, but it's not. And then the Milky Way, yeah. So some of the pictures came out a little bit different than the others. Let's go through a couple more of them. Let's see what else we got here. The next one, it looks really, really lit. It looks really bright, and it looks like we're just sitting there in like a nice, brightly lit night sky. But it was literally pitch black where we were. Here's another one. And these houses right here with all these lights and stuff, like from where I was, I couldn't even see these. I had no idea there was even different color lights over there. So, but it's cool because you get to see them, the Milky Way coming up over the trees right here. And like I said, if we were there a little bit earlier, the sky would have been over here and the Milky Way would have been coming up over. And Craig could do even longer exposures. This might have actually been a shooting star. I don't know. I didn't see it. They were really quick. But Craig had a star tracker, which tracks the sky, so you can leave the exposure open. I can only leave my exposure open for about 14 seconds before you start to get star trails, because the stars are moving. Well, we're moving, and then they're all going to look a little bit blurry if we do that. But he's got a star tracker, which will, if you line it up to the right direction, to the true north and everything, it'll kind of move with the stars, with the Earth. And he can have a longer exposed photo with clear looking pixels of the stars. Anyway, that was straight up. I love this picture. This is the Milky Way. I don't know if this might have been a satellite or a shooting star right there. Probably a satellite. But anyway, look at all these stars in the sky. This was a 14-second exposure. And yeah, that's a pretty cool, probably one of my best pictures of the Milky Way galaxy. Although I only have like a portion of it because it was zoomed in so much, or it was a non-zoom lens. I think it was a 24 millimeter. Anyway, back to there. This is when I painted the grass. I got the grass all. And then this one, you can see the telephone pole, the telephone lines right above. But over here, it's like really, really dark. That's how everything looked to us. And that's the last one in this. I could probably show you the ones. Okay, so this is basically how. Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. So these are before they went through my Lightroom. Anyway, there you have it. That's some of the astrophotography from last night. Looks pretty cool. And that's how the sky looks every night. If you didn't have all this, like all these city lights and stuff, and you could look at a clear sky, you know, with no pollution and no lights and stuff like that. That's how it always looks. It's amazing how many stars are up there. But like when I go for walks around here and I take pictures of the sky, you can only see a couple stars, a couple planets, the moon. So that's why I like to go out near my parents' house, because my dad even says that one of the reasons that he wanted to move where I ended up growing up was because my dad was always into astronomy and stuff, and he had telescopes, and he wanted to see a nice sky. And then after we moved in there, they put street lights up in my neighborhood like a few years later, and he was like, "What?" So this is a few miles away from where my parents live. There's also, like, to the left of here, there's a bunch of windmills, huge windmills. Yeah, if you live in an area like that, you know what I'm talking about. If you live in a city, you don't get to see this, unless of course the power goes out. But then you still got the pollution. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Any questions? I don't know what else to talk about. Um, I don't have anything new from like the last time I was talking, last week. I'm trying to think. What else? You guys ask me questions, I guess. Sup? How's it going? This is gonna be a short one. How long have we been on? 20 minutes. What's for dinner? What's for breakfast? Did not catch the pizza guy. I don't think I will. I called all the pizza places, and well, I probably shouldn't say everything in case the pizza guy's watching, but we did get a little bit of information. Your favorite vegan frozen item lately is the Just Eggs plain egg omelet. Egg omelet. I haven't had that. No, I'm not going to bed. I've been a complete night owl, so I'm up. I'm up probably till tomorrow morning. The anointed drip. Thank you. Seems like I just woke up not too long ago. Yep. But I finally got a good night's sleep. It's what happens when you go to bed around noon. I work throughout the night. I have a totally different schedule. Unless I have some things coming up and I need to adjust that. Like, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just working through the night. And then I've been doing, well, a couple days ago. Was it a couple days ago? Yeah, I don't even know. I like to go for walks with the pups, and sometimes I do live streams. So, yeah, I do a live stream as, it's like, dawn with the pups, and usually there's a nice moon out or something like that. Hippie Island, but you just changed it. Being a fan of movies, how do I feel about the use of animals in films? I guess it depends. It depends how they're using them and what they're using them for. If they're not working long hours and they're being taken care of and stuff like that, I don't see a problem with it. In fact, in my movie, I'm going to have German Shepherd. So, but if they're just like working animals, like for hours on end and they're being neglected and stuff like that, which you don't see too much of that these days because they do have a lot of laws for that. But there's older movies where they sure they did that, and yeah, I don't like that. How do you get the dot? Well, it depends what kind of movie. There's no way I can CGI a dog into my movie with my budget. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, like the big Hollywood movies. Yeah, yeah, CGI works good. I could start the guessing game. We had fun with the last one, didn't we? We went on for like that stream was like 4 hours long. We can't do that tonight. We can't go on for that long. But if you guys want to do another the movie game, did you guys like the way we did it last week, or do you like how I used to do it before that? I feel like more people were engaged in the one we did, and I was part of it too. Instead of just having you guys guess, I was like, all right, let me do one. New thriller coming from A24. It's funny because my movie's A44. Yeah, they can't do that. They can't do animal cruelty like that in movies, so it's likely either CGI or they tricked you somehow into thinking that. You'd be surprised at what they can do in movies. You like my hair? Thank you. You shaved off your dreads. How long did that take you? Yeah, I always have dreams that like I got my hair cut and then I was regretting it, and then wake up and I'm like, okay, I didn't cut it. Plant-based powered? No, no, I did not. Have I seen the trailer for House of Gucci? Gerard Leto looks unrecognizable. Is that the one with Jared Leto? I did not see it. Yep, the last stream. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, the pizzas, you got to see the last live stream to see what we're talking about. New movie from Jordan Peele called Nope. What was the other one we were talking about? We were talking about Old from M. Night Shyamalan. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Haven't seen any previews for Jordan Peele's new movie. Aldi has new vegan ice cream bar. Go check it out. Are they new from the ones that I posted the other day? Are they these ones right here? The raspberry and the peanut butter? If so, I have. I should get some sweet dreadlocks. No, to me, I feel like that would be way too uncomfortable. I would not do that. I I hate it if my hair just gets like snarled. But I've had long hair long enough to know how not to let that happen. Like when I was in New York City a few years back around Christmas time, I had my hair down and then I had my jacket on and I walked forever. And just the walk and the motion of my jacket moving, when I got back to my hotel, my hair was just one big knot and it was not fun. So, yeah, I can't do that. I need to put it up and pull it back in a tie or something if I'm going to be walking around or something because I can't let that happen. But anyone with long hair probably already knows that. Stuff you learn. Is my movie going to be a vegan documentary, my journey? No, it's not. In fact, my movie is going to be the first, if we can get it out in time, the first of its kind because there are no vegan feature movies. There are no feature movies that aren't documentaries that are, vegan movies. And not only would it be a vegan feature movie, going to take it a step farther and call it a vegan zombie movie, horror movie. So that has a huge potential because I'm sure a lot of the vegan community would want to go check it out and support it, even if you don't like horror, because we do plan on having, you know, a bunch of vegan actors and crew and everything involved in it. But we're also going to get a whole new demographic that would not normally go watch a vegan documentary. Would be the people that just love horror movies. And the other perk to that is, like, a lot of people that see documentaries, not everyone, but a lot of people, they see a documentary and they're like, okay, I've seen it. But horror movies, it's like, okay, I've seen it. And then every Halloween time, they want to go see all the horror movies again, and that would be one that they might want to keep watching. If not every year, every other year, something like that. I know I do that. Like, there's certain movies that I watch every, you know, Halloween, every year. I mean, we do that with all different, you know, times a year. So that's like a huge plus, because it'd be a whole new demographic that probably wouldn't go watch a vegan movie. But, you know, so that's the problem with Aldi, is once they sell out of a product, they don't have it anymore until maybe they get it again in like 6 months to a year later. They get a bunch of stuff and then they sell it, and then they look for something else. But it was good. Suicide Squad. I have no idea what's out in the movie theaters. Is this a new Suicide Squad? Oh, not to let that happen. It's 2 a.m. there, and you're craving something sweet. Do you have vegan chocolate chips and peanut butter? Just stick your spoon in the peanut butter, and then grab all those chocolate chips, and then you got like a little peanut butter cup tasting concoction. Super simple. I am a bot. I went back and I was watching a little bit of Interstellar last night. Such a good movie. I just wanted to see one part of it, so I went to this one part, and then I ended up watching all the way to the end. I even streamed it in the Discord in case anybody saw it, like a little secret thing, like, oh, there's a movie streaming right now. Pff. Yes, there are. There are Christmas movies that I watch every season. Um, for me, I love, you know, Home Alone. I love It's a Wonderful Life. You know, Christmas Vacation. There's a bunch of them. You organize the anti-spam. You've never seen it with the stream bot because it's not real. It's a troll, or it's just somebody just pretending. I didn't try the raspberry one. I only tried the peanut butter one. It was good. Yeah, I can't wait for my movie either. You just watched Seven again? Yeah, Seven's a great movie. The Martian. I just looked. I didn't watch the movie just now, but I just looked at like it was suggesting movies if you like astronomy and space, and that was one of them. I did see it though; it was good. But also, Matt Damon is also in Interstellar. Well, I mean, that's what I am turning Vegan Zombie into a film. That's what I'm working on. It's called A44. It's the Vegan Zombie. been in the work for 12, almost 13 years. I actually wrote the script for the movie, and that's how I ended up making my YouTube channel and my Instagram and everything. Am I going to get Joaquin Phoenix to be in my movie? I wanted to get Joaquin Phoenix to be in my movie, but I reached out to him about 3 times, and the first time he said too busy, couldn't do it, and then the other times, no response. You are just a bot, not a real human. Are you a fake human? Do you want to play a game? Can you open the pod bay doors? I don't care for coconut milk either. I don't like coconut milk. Unless it's in my, unless I'm making a curry or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have a timeline because I've been telling everybody that we're definitely shooting it this fall, but every time here's the problem. I can't shoot this movie if the pandemic's still going on, because I have a very limited budget, and if I were to shoot this, which we're shooting most of it in LA, we probably will do some exterior scenes hopefully here in New York, but with the pandemic going on, like you have to get everybody, tested each day on set. And it's like, what, 150 per person? I can't afford to test all the crew and all the cast every single day before you do a shoot like that. It's just, so we need this to end, and that's why it's taken so long. For the past year and a half, we've been in this situation. So it looks like we're back where we, it looked like things were starting to get brighter, and we were going to start being able to shoot it this fall, but now it looks like it's going to be pushed back even further than that. But things are really coming along. The pitch deck is amazing, and it's been going out to certain people that we want to see it, and it's just going to get better and better from there. I don't like jinxing myself. That's why there's been a whole lack of updates, because literally the updates would be like, oh my god, this, and then it's like, okay, that fell through, that fell through. So I hate jinxing. Unless something's set in stone solid, I don't want to say anything. I just want to keep my fingers crossed and hope that the good things that I hear are gonna continue and stay good and not fall through. So yeah, when I know certain set in stone updates, I always update you guys, and things are moving along. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I gotta say, I just gotta address this in this video too, because if you're a Kickstarter supporter, for those of you who don't know, we were funded on Kickstarter, partially funded. That's nowhere near what we needed, and we said that every day. But some people think that that's like the money that we need to make the movie. We needed more than that, and we tried to get other investors and stuff. So we have a very low budget to make this movie. Now, all of the money that we got from the Kickstarter has gone towards the project and only towards the project. And so just to clarify things, because every once in a while somebody will comment, and they'll comment and they'll just basically phrase it like they've been scammed, or the movie's not out yet. Like, we've been in a pandemic for the last year and a half. Movies are a lot harder to make than one might think, and not everything goes perfectly, and a lot of deadlines end up changing, and plans change and stuff like that to make a movie. It's a lot harder. I mean, I've had people that were on my team that aren't on my team anymore. A lot of things fell through, but we're still moving through. We're still working on this every day, and things are looking brighter and brighter. But what I don't want people to think is that I'm using any of the Kickstarter money. That's in a whole separate fund, which I don't touch unless it's for the movie. And people think that I'm traveling around doing all these things. Like, that's not the case. First of all, I haven't traveled anywhere in the past year and a half because of the pandemic. In June, I went to California. And the only reason I even decided to step on that plane, because I was offered to go back in February and I said no. But the only reason I was offered to get on that plane and go out there was for my movie. Now, I didn't say this to a lot of people because I don't like things to fall through. I wanted, and there's certain things I can't say. But yeah, the only reason I got on that plane to go out to LA was for my movie. I got a lot of things done for my movie. I talked to certain people for my movie. And while I was out there, I filmed videos because that's what I do for a living. I film videos for my vegan YouTube channel. So that's what I did. And I'm addressing this because I get comments thinking that I've scammed people, I've defrauded people. And I don't want people to think that. I've never done anything like that in my entire life. I was born with ethics, morals, and I was raised with integrity, and I would never ever do that. And if for some reason I wasn't going to make the movie, everything that I have would be refunded to people. So let's not go there. Let's not go there because it's extremely offensive, and I don't get offended easily, but that's offensive. And that's just for anybody that's wondering, that might feel like saying, dude, where's the movie? You scammed us. I did go to Texas. I went to Dallas and immediately, I was only in Dallas for a few hours and then immediately I went to LA. Well, there are certain people that did think that, but I'm glad most of you don't think that. Why don't I move to LA? I don't want to move to LA. I like LA for a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I don't like about LA. And one of them is it's just overwhelming with all the people and traffic, and that to me is, and it's expensive to live out there. I own a nice house out here, which would be a nice house out there. I guess it would be, if my house was out there, it would be really expensive, but I got a way more affordable house out here. All of my family lives here. I enjoy that I can live here and travel there. That's what I like about it. I like to be able to get in my car and drive around and not be jam-packed in traffic and take me, an hour to drive 5 miles. Where right now, if I wanted to go 5 miles, it would take 5 minutes. There's a lot of, this is where I grew up, and I haven't just lived here all my life either. I've lived in big cities. I've lived in New York City. I've lived in Washington, D.C. I've lived in certain places in Florida, and I've lived in different places here in New York. So I've lived a bunch of different places. So it's not like I just stayed here. I actually moved away from home when I was 19 and lived on my own for a few years and ended up coming back up here and then going back down there and then moving all over the place. So this is where I live now, and I like that I can travel whenever I want. You are not nice to animals or mean to animals. Are you indifferent to animals? California is a whole different place than where I am. But yeah, I like to be able to, go visit my family and stuff. If I was in California, it would be like I'd visit them maybe once a year kind of thing. Other than Syracuse, where was my favorite place I lived? I hated living in New York City. I like visiting New York City, but I hated living there. I didn't really, probably pretty indifferent when I lived in the DC area. So probably my favorite place that I lived would have been Sarasota, Florida. Just, I moved there when I was 19, lived there for a couple of years, moved to St. Pete area, moved back home, and then went back down and lived in Gainesville. Gainesville, I didn't do anything there except for go to school and work. But so I would have to say probably Sarasota, Florida would be my next favorite place that I lived. I did, I hung out with friends, I skateboarded, made videos. We had a lot of fun. You met someone with the last name Frankenstein lately. Interesting. I've never lived in Canada. No. Um, Born, raised, and lived here in the United States. Did I go to a university? I did. Um, I went to a few different schools, but I did go to University of Florida. The bot is messing up. So are you being commanded to interact with us because we are living things? And technically we are animals. You heard the town, city, and thought it was in Canada. What was my favorite place to visit in California? Well, I've been to a few different places in California. I think I would say for different reasons, different places. Um, I like LA because I think LA is the most vegan friendly place I've ever been in my entire life. So I love LA. I really liked San Diego. There's some pretty good vegan places I went there, but I didn't really do too much. I haven't spent too much time in San Diego. Went there maybe 3 or 4 times, San Diego. Um, and then totally unrelated to the vegan aspect, I was in Northern California, which was pretty awesome because just the scenery is amazing. And let's see, what did we do there? I went to, if it looked like if LA looked like that and I could live in a place like that but still have the vegan options, that would be nice. But I was in like where was it? Grass Valley, and then we visited like an old gold mine, and the trees are just huge. Uh, Although I never went to like a redwood forest or anything. But yeah. So if you're looking for a very vegan friendly place, the best, I would go to LA because you can literally go to a different vegan restaurant like every day. There's so many. I've never seen anything like it. Did I visit up with any other YouTubers in California? Um, I have in the past, yes. Did I this last time that I went there? I met a couple when I was out there, but no, not really. I met up with Cesar. He doesn't do YouTube though. Worst city for fighting off zombies. Probably New York City. It's the biggest city here. And, you know, the more people you have, the worse it's going to be in a zombie apocalypse because all those people are potential zombies. Shutting down Animal Lover. Does that compute? Spelling got wrong for a minute. Busted. Typo bot. Computers don't make mistakes unless they're commanded to. What up, D-Rabbit? Is it D-Rabbit or is it Drabbit? Drabbit. Drabbit White. Oh yeah, Lisa. I hung out with Lisa, who is happiest vegan on earth. And she has a YouTube channel, and she goes to Disney. She's known for everything Disney, which we didn't get to go to. But we went to Universal. Thanks, Trini. You work in a 100-year-old historical building with a 100-year-old elevator. Ooh, is that kind of is it scary? Is it scary using the 100-year-old elevator, or is it like really safe? I feel like they made things better back in the day. Is New York City nasty and dirty? Some parts are nasty and dirty. Fortunately, I didn't live in a nasty, dirty part, although we did have cockroaches. But they're pretty much all over. Did I watch Black Summer? Yes, I did. Hey, Chris. Wait a minute. You put two S's in there the first time and capitalize my name, and then you change it to a non-capital. So am I non-capital Chris? That's fine. I can do with that. Travis, no. Unfortunately, no. Oh, Animal Lover YouTube stream bot is back. Hello, friends. Hello. It's not animal. It's anime. Anime Lover. We need to change that to Animal Lover. Hello, rebooted bot. Yeah, I heard Scarlett Johansson is not happy with them, and I was like, oh my god, like, what are they doing to her? And then I realized that they paid her $20 million, and then I no longer felt bad for her. Have I played Days Gone? Did I play that? Days Gone. Yes, I used to Twitch it. I also have The Last of Us, but Days Gone, yeah. I have my PlayStation 4 right here. I bought one, what was it, last year? So I could stream some games on Twitch, and sure enough, I pretty much stick with either chess or EverQuest on my Twitch channel. But yeah, I played some Days Gone over there. And I think I have a couple on my other YouTube channel. It's called TVZ Streamer. Is it streamer or gamer? Streamer. TVZ, the Vegan Zombie TVZ Streamer. Oh yeah, I wasn't able to save it for some reason, so I got sick of it and didn't play. Yeah, the article, she wanted more money because of the streams that they were doing, even though she got 20 million. So at first I was like, that's messed up that what they're doing. And then I read more and I was like, what? They already paid her $20 million? Like, come on, really? $20 million? That's like You're better off than 99.9% of the people in the world. I don't know. I totally disagree with your rabbit there. I can't. $20 million is what they said they were going to give her, and now she wants more. I don't know. I mean, she acted in it. That's $20 million worth. I'd have to disagree there. Well, then maybe they could have negotiated a higher pay at the beginning, but not after it already came out, and now they want more. You appreciate the 100-year-old elevator, and you cleaned late nights. It gets kind of spooky. 2 people died in the building. Well, I would expect that to happen. I mean, if a building's 100 years old, all the people that have ever lived there or been there, of course there's probably going to be people that died there. They broke the contract they had with her. Okay, well, I don't know. Well, it wouldn't really matter either way. I mean, if she got 20 million, she's not going to get more money or less money for them streaming it, no matter how much the box office made. But I don't know. What do I know? Oh, that she was going to get box office revenue and nobody went to the box office. I don't remember the last time I went to a movie in theaters either. It's been a long time. Has anybody here been to a movie since COVID started? Yeah, I'm not gonna pay extra on Disney to watch any movie. I'll just wait. I didn't even know that that was a movie. I'm like, I'm not seeing any of these updates or anything. I was like, wait, is this like another series on Disney or is it a movie? All right, well then, let's try to get a campaign to go in to get Scarlett some more money. She's gonna need more money. I don't know. I think it's pretty absurd, but whatever. The last movie you thought saw in theaters was a Joker. We watched that. Didn't we watch that on a? Or no, I saw the Joker a few months ago. I was late to see it because everybody was talking about it for the longest time. I don't even know if there are any theaters open near where I live. I don't know if there have been either. Yeah, that's the article I read that a bunch of lawyers are reading are figuring it out. Yeah, she'll figure it out. She's got lawyers. 101 Dalmatians. When did you see that? New York City is now demanding everyone vaccinated to enter inside any venue in early September. Yeah, I saw that. Am I with someone? No, there's nobody here. Quiet Place 2. That I want to see that. They filmed. I don't know if they filmed part 2 around here, but they filmed part 1 not too far from where I live. It's just like a nice area, especially for in fall, upstate New York. No, no, Peter. Although I am kind of getting hungry. Why couldn't they pay for them for me and make sure they were vegan? I could get on board with that. Did I see a shadow? No, somebody asked if I was with anyone, but I'm not. I've seen those videos though where they're like, somebody's watching a live stream of somebody and they're like, "Who's in the room with you?" And they're like, "Nobody." And they're like, "I just saw somebody in the closet." And they go back there and they look in the closet and nobody's there. You'll buy me a vegan pizza sometime? That sounds really good right now. They have so many vegan pizza places out in LA. When I was there, I went to Purgatory Pizza. Have I ever done Uber Eats? No, I personally haven't, but um, my friend got us some here before. Pizza sounds good. Peter, pizza money. Thanks, Peter. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. We'll get some pizza. That's enough to buy a. If I go to Wegmans, I could buy like a frozen pizza, a vegan frozen pizza. So thank you for that. Yeah, that last stream, yeah, definitely somebody was not being nice. Yeah, plant-based powered, walking your dogs. Mosquitoes don't really bother. Mosquitoes don't normally, unless it's a really bad area with a bunch of mosquitoes. Like they normally, like when I'm with other people, they're all like, "I'm getting in bed," and they don't normally bite me. Um, but this year they've been really bad, and like when on like warmer nights, I take the dogs out, and especially after it rains and it's like there's mosquitoes, and for the first time in a long time, they have been bothering me. So, hey Mel, how's my family? They're doing good, I think. Yeah, I drove out there to my parents with Zeke the other day. Said hi. It was probably like what? What day was that? What's today? Yeah, it was probably Sunday. Today's Wednesday. Ninja Pig is from Delaware. Ninja Pig wants to know where everyone's from. I'm from right here in upstate New York. Where's everybody from tonight? It's always nice to see where all over the world where people are from. I was actually surprised because the other night I was doing a live stream on my Instagram when I was walking my dog real early in the morning, like 5 in the morning. And to my surprise, I looked and there was like 150 people on, and they were like from all over the place. It's like there's more people on at 5 in the morning than when I do like a normal middle of the day stream here, you know? Did I ever have any bad experiences living in I've never lived in a condo, but I have lived in apartments. And did I have any bad experiences? Yes. What do you mean, like, hear anything bad? Like, what do you mean by that? Sometimes I try to get organic when possible. My Skinwalker story. Yeah, I told that in the last video. So go check it out over there. Your neighbors with Trini. Maryland, Alabama, Chicago. Oh, we got Melbourne, Australia. Anime lover, where are you from? To the land of Kush. Oh, that's a vegan place, right? Didn't that used to be called something different? Um, Everlasting Life or something? Everlasting something. I used to go there like 20 years ago. You've heard domestic violence at your friend's apartment, for example. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard some bad things, and I've experienced some bad things living in apartments. Trini, did you watch that documentary, The Skinwalker? Massachusetts from Michael. A freaking vegan? I'm not sure. Jared Leto in my movie. Probably not. Freaking vegan. Yeah. No. Free vegan food. There was a few dumpsters around here that we used to grab stuff from when I was a teenager. We would go skating, and there was a Frito-Lay place, and they would just, anything that was expired, they'd throw it all in this dumpster. And there was no actual garbage. It was just all perfectly good bags of chips and stuff like that. And we would just go in there. I've got videos of us just loading our cars up with different perfectly good bags of chips and dips and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm almost done here. Okay, so do you guys want to do a little bit of the movie game we played last time? And then we've been on for a little bit here. We've been on for more than an hour? Yep. But we'll do a couple more of the movie things, and then we'll call it a stream. Okay, so we'll do it like we did last time, because I thought that was pretty fun. So I'll start with an actor, and then you'll say, you guys will pick a movie that this actor's in, but we also got to find out like another connecting actor. Like if let's see, if I said why am I thinking of these obscure actors? Like, let me think. If I thought of, I don't know, Dakota Fanning, and then we said Man on Fire, and then you said Denzel Washington. So that's how it's got to go. You think of an actor, and then you got to place that actor with a movie, and then the next one is you got to find another actor that's in that same movie, and then you go on and on like that, and you try to connect the whole thing. So let's see. You guys come up with, so somebody give me an actor or a movie. And then I'll say, hopefully, somebody that's in it, and then we'll go from there. So somebody give me an actor or a movie. Jack Nicholson. Okay, I'm gonna say The Shining. Did I just make that really hard? Because now you guys are gonna. I could pick another movie. I could say Batman. Jack Nicholson was the Joker in Batman. So yeah, so Shelley Duvall was the other one in The Shining that most people know. Okay, but okay, so Shelley Duvall was also in Popeye. Okay, so now we're at Popeye. Shelley Duvall, Popeye. Now you guys got to say who's in Popeye. And try your best not to Google anything. Let's not do that either. You don't like this version? Robin Williams. Robin Williams was in the other. Okay. So Robin Williams, I'm gonna say Good Will Hunting. So Good Will Hunting, you're gonna pick another actor. Matt Damon, Bill Skarsgård. Matt Damon. Matt Damon was in Interstellar. Matt Damon. Everybody got Matt Damon. No Ben or Casey Affleck. Okay, so Matt Damon. We got Interstellar now. So now we're at Interstellar. Did anyone see Interstellar? Never saw Interstellar. Okay. Anybody else? There you go. Matthew McConaughey. See, I know you didn't want to spell that last name out. Matthew McConaughey. Let's go with The Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street. So you gotta say who else is in The Wolf of Wall Street. So right now, the way we have this going is I'm picking the movies. You guys are picking the actors. If we can roll it around and I pick the actor and you pick the movie. But right now we have Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill. You guys are right there. So who should we go with? Let's go with Jonah Hill. Jonah needs some love. So we'll go with Jonah Hill and we'll say Super Bad. Super Bad. Ralph Roberts, Matt Damon is, in fact, in Interstellar. Remember, Matt McConaughey has to fight him on that planet when he disables his suit. Superbad, yes. Seth Rogen is in Superbad. So Seth Rogen, what's the name of that one movie where everything is like coming to an end, like the day the world, I don't know, the end of the world or something? Is it called The End of the World? Anyway, Seth Rogen is in, isn't he in Knocked Up? Pineapple Express. There you go, Trini. Pineapple Express. This is the end. That was it. Okay, so we're going to go with Pineapple Express. Yep, Katherine Heigl is in Knocked Up. Okay, so James Franco. Now we got James Franco. And James Franco is in... what's the name of the movie they just did with the Room? With Tommy Wiseau. If I said that other one, what was the other one? Like 42 hours or something? 127 hours. Yeah, 127 hours. Okay, the game's over. Who else is in that movie? James Franco, Spider-Man. Was it James Franco or his brother that was in Spider-Man? Was it James? The Disaster Artist, yes, the Disaster Artist. That's what I was thinking of. And then his brother's in that too. James Franco and... Okay, so I don't remember his brother's name. Yeah, he cuts his arm off. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, let's pick that movie and the game's over. Okay, so Tobey Maguire was in... Wait, what are we talking about Tobey Maguire for? Dave Franco? No, Dave Franco? Is it Dave Franco? Dave Franco. James and Dave. Okay, so Dave Franco is also in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Okay, yeah, and Tobey Maguire is also in another Spider-Man movie. And Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is in Spider-Man. Wait, Kirsten Dunst is in what? What's she in? Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, she's in Spider-Man also. Okay, so Kirsten Dunst, let's go to Interview with the Vampire. There we go. So we went to Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, and Kirsten Dunst is his love interest. And then we go to Interview with the Vampire, which was Kirsten Dunst's first movie. And then in that movie, there's a lot of people. Tom Cruise. Okay, Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise, we could do Top Gun. Tom Cruise, we could do Top Gun, or we could do The Outsiders. Let's do The Outsiders. Tom Cruise is in The Outsiders. Yeah, you guys are all picking a lot of people that were in. We got Christian Slater, we got Brad Pitt, Antonio. Interview with the Vampire was one of my favorite movies. Wait, where does Robert De Niro come in though? Because I'd like to. That would be a good one to get back over to Casino and Goodfellas. Wait a minute, was he in Goodfellas? Rob Lowe. Okay. So here's where we. Okay, so yeah. Emilio Estevez. That's a good one. So D Rabbit White. Emilio Estevez was also in. Okay, so he was also in The Outsiders. I had to remember where we went. So Tom Cruise was in The Outsiders, and so was Emilio. And Emilio Estevez is in Young Guns. Let's go with Young Guns 2. So there's some good ones in that movie, which can bring us back over to some vampire movies, maybe. He's also in The Breakfast Club. Mighty Ducks. Let's go with Young Guns, though. You didn't see Young Guns. Okay. Did anybody else see Young Guns? You know what singer? Can anybody like guess this? This is like an extra bonus question. What famous singer was in Young Guns 2? Actually did a song for the movie too. Lou Diamond Phillips. Does anybody know the singer? There we go. Aya Sarah got it right. It's John Bon Jovi and Jennifer Michelle. Yep, Blaze of Glory. He was in it for a quick second. He actually gets shot in a Blaze of Glory. Actually, I don't think that was too much of a Blaze of Glory where he got shot. But yeah, Bon Jovi was in it. Okay, so we went from... Okay, so from Young Guns 2, how about... So what else is Lou Diamond Phillips in? Oh, La Bamba. Lou Diamond Phillips is in La Bamba. But I was hoping we were gonna go with Kiefer Sutherland, because then we could go over to the Lost Boys. That's a good one. I love La Bamba. Growing up, I would watch that all the time. Richie Valens, Isai Morales. Yes, Bon Jovi was in the movie. A very small part. I don't even think he had a speaking part, but he gets shot. Stand and Deliver. I don't know that movie. Actually, I've never even heard of it. Stand and Deliver. See, I thought I knew a lot about movies, and I've never even heard of that. So let's go with Kiefer Sutherland, and then we'll go over with the Lost Boys. We'll pick somebody from the Lost Boys. I know there's a little bit of a lag here, so whenever it takes a little bit for you guys to answer when I... Why do movies... We're talking about all these good movies, and like, why do movies these days suck? I know, seriously. They don't make them like they used to, for sure. You had to catch a cheeky spider. What kind of spider? Yeah, we're doing the Lost Boys right now. Kroger Sutherland? Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland and Lost Boys. So we did Lost Boys with Kiefer Sutherland. Alex Winter. Did he die? Yeah, Marco from Bill and Ted's. What was his name? Is that his name? What are like 10 movies that I can think of that people should see at least once? Well, I'm going to be biased, but I would say E.T., The Goonies, Stand By Me. I mean, these are like my favorite ones, but let's try to... There's 3 right there. It depends what kind of movies you like, you know? Like, I'm just thinking of like my favorite ones. The Last of the Mohegans, The Never-Ending Story. But these are like 80s movies and stuff too, so not Last of the Mohegans, but I'll have to make a list or something sometime. Those are like a couple of my top 3 at least. No Goonies. No, Goonies has to be up there for me. Inception was good. I watched the end of Inception last night. Interstellar I thought was really good. I might even put that up there. Who gets to come to Goonies movie night? Whoever is a $5 or above patron of mine or a subscriber on my Twitch channel. So anybody that has Amazon Prime gets a free subscription per month for Twitch. So if you haven't used it on somebody else's, you can support my channel by giving me a free subscription from Amazon Prime on my Twitch channel, and that gets you subscriber only channel to watch the movies and movie night. Yeah, so that's the answer to that. Oh, you saw him? You saw him behind me? I don't want to say his name because then he'll come up here right now. And he'll be like, come on, get off the computer. Let's go. Right? Indy the pup? He's not doing it. Donnie Darko's not one of my favorites, but definitely, yeah, like it's a movie to see at least once. Indiana Jones was a good one. Back to the Future is an iconic one. There's just so many movies out there. Yep, I said Never-Ending Story. That was one of my favorites. Did I like any of the Ernest movies? I mean, I guess I they entertained me while I watched them, but I don't think I ever watched them more than once, and that was a very long time ago. Hero was good, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So all you have to do is sign up on Twitch and you get a free subscription. And I think somebody in the Discord would be able to help you do that. It'd probably be easier just to do that through Twitch. Yeah, there's so many movies out there that there's so many movies that a lot of people have never seen. But I'm just kind of naming some of like the popular movies that I kind of grew up with, that I love, that I like to watch all the time. You know, another movie that was always interesting to me, that whenever it was on I would watch it, was Castaway. Raging Bull. I didn't see that, but my friend's uncle was in it. My friend's uncle is Joe Pesci. Although I haven't talked to my friend in many, 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 many years. He was my friend when I lived in Florida a long time ago. Shawshank Redemption is another one, yeah. That's another one that I watch every time it comes on. That's a good one to watch too, yeah, Shawshank Redemption. I do know some obscure movies. It's just like you're putting me on the spot, so it's like I can't really, like, if I wasn't thinking about this, I could probably easily think of a bunch of them, but it's like whenever somebody asks, I'm like, "Oh, here's the first 3," and then I'm like, "Oh, what other ones?" But there's so many. Yeah. You did see E.T. because of me, and then you realize my nostalgia. Yes, it's hard to describe unless, you know. Google moderator team destroyed Trini's message. There will be blood. Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis is a really good actor. The Apartment is one of your favorites. Repo Man, Hard Day's Night, Sling Blade. I remember Sling Blade. Yeah, I can't wait for my movie either. So, Gladiator is another really good one. I really love Gladiator. If you like those period pieces, then definitely see Gladiator. 2001 Space Odyssey. That's one of my dad's favorites. This is my dad gave me that. He's like, "Here, watch this." I have seen it a long time ago, but this is one of his favorite movies. It's a time travel, The Final Countdown. He's like, "Here, take this." I'm like, "What am I going to do with a DVD?" He's like, "Wait a minute, what is that?" Oh yeah, he ordered that. He gave it to me, so. I remember Empire Records. Was James Franco in that? I own the DVD of Apocalypto. The Usual Suspects is a good one. Good Will Hunting is a good. I would recommend Good Will Hunting if you haven't seen that. I haven't seen The Last Starfighter in so long. Oh, The Pianist is really good. The Jacket. with Adrian Brody. I would recommend The Jacket. It's like a psychological thriller kind of thing. A little bit like Jacob's Ladder, I would say. I own Schindler's List, and I still, to this day, have never seen it. I know, I have to see it. I think it did, just being how long it was, just kind of like discouraged me. But I need to see it. You saw Dances with Wolves in theaters 5 times. Wow, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time because that movie's a long, long movie. Braveheart was okay. Sound of Metal, haven't seen that. You were just thinking of Apocalypto. Isn't that weird how that happens? You like any Spike Lee? He sat next to me when I was sitting in the lobby at NYU. Yeah, I have back in the days with DVDs. I have like a ton of DVDs. I got like bins full of movies. And I actually grabbed a bunch of them right here that we could possibly watch or that I just wanted to watch. I don't even know what I got here. What? Some of these are just like movies that I have of like my movies that I took between 94 and 97. Like just DVDs I burned. And then I got like, The Office, Storm of the Century, Disturbia. No, there's some more that's further away. Forrest Gump was good. Has anybody seen City of Lost Children? Oh, True Romance is really good. I love True Romance. It's got Patricia Arquette and Christian Slater and Chris Penn and all kinds of people are in there. Christopher Walken, Gary Oldman. Yeah, City of Lost Children. I haven't seen that in so long, but when I first saw it, I was like, I had to go buy it. I'm like, oh, I love this movie. It's got Ron Perlman in it, and it's in French. Well, I think that probably takes us to the end of this stream. The movie game is always a fun thing to play. I haven't seen Lincoln. I've seen parts of it. But yeah. Anything with Daniel Day-Lewis is going to be, I mean, he's a great actor. Well, guys, I guess that's it. All right, look out for my next video that I post, and have a great night. Watch out for those zombies, and I'll talk to you guys later.